Hey guys, Nick Lacrosse here, and I'm not going to do a full tutorial, but I'll do like a little bit of a Cobra tutorial, because I'm stringing one right now, and on Facebook I'm noticing a few people trying to make their own Cobra pockets, but like they're doing like their little things wrong, so I'm just going to help out. The pita twists are pretty self-explanatory. I'll do this. Self-explanatory. Let's do the pita. Just interlock them like that, and then when you get down to the Cobra part, do one interlock, like I did for the rest of the pita. Do one double, over or under, whichever way you're going for that row. You need to alternate for each row, and then what you do is I like to take the right side and put it over the left. Take the right side, put it over the left side. It's kind of hard backwards. What you're gonna do is you take your string, put it around the leather. Basically, you're taking it. It's pretty easy actually. It's basically a cross. You're crossing the two strings, and then you're interlocking them once. So you go around the two strings, like you cross the two strings, then interlock around the leather once, and you just do that both sides, alternating all the way down. And there's different ways to do it. Like you could do it loose and have wider rows, or how I like to do it is I make mine really tight. Like, they're super tight. And what that really does is it makes it so I want more rows. Like, Weston's Cobra Pockets, they only have 3 rows, his regular Cobra Pocket, and he uses a Dos Cabre with 1 row in the middle. The way I like to do my Cobra rows is have them tighter, but it looks weird. Like, if I had 3 rows, like, if these 3 rows were all I would have for this head, look how much room is on the sides here. Like, you'd have to fill that space in. Like, on my other, oh yeah, and you can see there how I went through. That's how I go around. You just go around the leather. After you cross it, you cross the strings. You go around the leather, interlock, do it again, around the leather, interlock. Another part that people don't really do right is the top. Some people just go through it, like wrap it around the leather once, and then they just start doing their coils. Their Cobra, not their Cobra, their pita pocket coils. What I like to do is just wrap it around. I put a piece of top string through. See, top string? Not interlocked around anything, just a straight piece. The leathers go over that, and then what you do is you just wrap the string around the leather, and like the slack from this. Like the slack, you just wrap it around. Just make it even, tight, and the top string makes it tight, like so it's linear. It's not like a giant like arch. Like if you see, 1 second. If you see on this one that I have already strung, see how like linear it is over there, like up top. It's very straight. So I have a piece of top string in it. Just keeps it nice and straight. You can see it on the sides. See over there, you can try and see the top string coming through still. Just keeps it nice and tight. Keeps it looking cleaner. Yep. And another thing I did, on this one, I wanted the shooters to be a little lower, so I left like gaps up here. Doesn't have to be like that. Like on this next one I'm doing, this one I'm leaving very little gap up top. Like if you look right there, there's very little gap. So the shooters are going to be a little higher up, but I spaced them out more, so they're going to be spread apart more. Like with this one, they're not that close together, but they're pretty close and pretty low. So I want to spread them out more. This one is like my stick that's basically like to show off and stuff. But I want to people say it's like unusable, and nobody really breaks these in that much. Like a big Cobra pocket, they're heavy and stuff. But like since it's summer, I want to string one up for myself, and I'm gonna try and break it in. Like that other one I strung over there, I've been using it lately at the wall. It's actually breaking in pretty nicely. Like it's getting softer. It still throws good. So I'm gonna try and get one that I don't really care about as much. Like that one, it's on a brand new Superpower and Scandium Pro. So like I don't really want to get it dirty or anything. But like I want to string one up that I'm not worried to get dirty and everything. So I could just mess around with it and stuff. And it's going to be on a 10K too. So you see all those string options up top, like all the big holes? I'm going to put a leather in each gap. It's going to be 8 leathers. Yeah, 8 leathers. So it's going to be a lot of cobra. And it's probably going to be pretty deep too. But I'm not sure yet. So it's going to be 8 leathers, one for each of these top holes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 rows of cobra, and then I'm going to do 2 outside rows. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the outside. And on the bottom, what I just did, I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way, but I've never used that many leathers on one pocket at once. I just put like a bottom string through the bottom string holes on the sidewall, and I'm just going to wrap the leathers around there, and just tie them off on the throat. Right now it looks pretty weird because they're like wrapped around so many times. I only had goalie leathers like just like stocked up like in my room, so I used goalie leathers and I just wrapped them around a lot of times. Because you don't really want to cut a leather until you're done, because God forbid you cut too much off and then you gotta like then it never comes out right. But they use a lot of string. Like if you see, that's like I got like rolls of string. If you don't have like a ton of string, then I wouldn't really recommend stringing one. Like unless you want to spend a lot of money on it, they're really not worth that much string. Like they're not really worth it, the string. They look cool if you have a ton of string laying around, but otherwise they're really not necessary. Like for my game stick, I've been using a pita pocket, like a regular pita pocket. It's a little bit bigger diamond than you would like use for your average one. It's a 6 diamond pita, but like the diamonds go all the way to the bottom, so they're pretty big. So that's what I've been using for my gamer. That's what I would really recommend to use. That or like a waxed mesh. I know waxed mesh can be annoying, like picking the right one, like because there's so many. So I just use a pita pocket. That's what I like. I know how to adjust it so I can make it fit my needs perfectly. So that's what I'm going with before I use a Cobra. But I'll probably be stringing that up the next few days or so. And then I'll post another video showing you guys how that worked out. Another thing I strung up that's pretty cool is an eclipse with 10 diamond mesh. I get the sidewall, the pink strikers, the shooters that match it, shooters with pink firework strikers, all Jimbalaks. The mesh compared to monster mesh is actually very different. I did not expect there to be that much of a difference. Like there's a huge difference. Like this mesh coming out, it was so much softer. Like you have no idea how much softer this mesh was than Monster Mesh. Because I strung 2 Monster Mesh, I strung 2 Eclipses with Monster Mesh on it, like right before I strung this, and then I strung this one up. And comparing them, there is no comparing. They are so different. This is a lot softer. It adds a lot more whip to the pocket, like without even trying. But if I were to play goalie, I think I would just stick with 20 diamond mesh, like the monster mesh and everything. It gives you a deeper pocket, but I think it adds more whip than you really want. Like monster mesh and everything, it adds whip. Like what I would do, I would just use a 20 diamond mesh, maybe a 20 diamond mark mesh or something. I don't even know if it would even need to be that. Just get 20 diamond mesh and just break it in very well. That's just me. So if any of you goalies think anything different, you know of a better mesh that you would use, you can comment and I'll test it out. Because this is just a goalie head that I used to experiment on. I'm not keeping it that way. So I'm probably going to string multiple pockets on it before I find one that I'm going to keep on it. Because I don't really use it, so just to look cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Organize the ceiling again. Just have this cobra missing right there. 2 empty hooks. Got my 4 poles. See, 3 side type rows closest to the top. And then there's a Wonder Boy. I got 2 stallions. And then Evo Pro 2. And then a OG Proton. Then I got a Nike on the one closest to the left is a Nike Lakota, a blue stick, Nike Lakota with red, white, and blue mark mesh. And on the right I got a 6K with pink and purple mark mesh and a Crypto Pro. And then over there I just got a bunch of shorties that I don't really use, but I've had them for a while. Like interesting ones, like I got a Harrow Shaft. Then I got a Warrior Power Master, like it's a heavyweight training one. I got a mini stick over there. I got a couple crypto lights. I got a Razor, Mojo, Chrome Lakota, Revo Pro, another 6K, and then a Cyber Pro. Then over there, I got a top I got a Brian Superlight 2+2. It has the extra width on the sidewall. Oh, sorry about the video. Has the extra width on the sidewall towards the bottom compared to the original Superlight. And it doesn't have those inner sidewall holes going down the side. It only has them for like the first few holes. Then on the side it has like traditional holes, like regular holes like you would have on a regular head today. So it was a little bit different. I have that. It's brand new, strung traditional. Pretty cool to have. Just to have like an older head. Probably one of the first plastic heads to come out. You can never really use them. I don't even think they're illegal because of those inner sidewall holes. But it's cool to have. Yeah. So I'll send out another video probably when I'm done with that Cobra Pocket. Probably be like mid to late week, so like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, around then. And then I'll get that back out to you. Tell you how it works out with having like 8 leathers and everything. Might be really heavy, like it might be too heavy to use. I know the Seis Cabre, which has 6 leathers, it's not that bad. Like it's bad compared to like a regular pocket, but like if you get used to it, you can use it. So I'll tell you how the 8 leather one works out, and I'll get back to you on that.